It is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a look inside Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football, all right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Mahomes firing complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Breida. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
6 yards.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds Latavius Murray. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. From the 30 on second down, Prescott. A pass underneath for Carson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that one.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7, Bills nothing.
From the 40 now on second down. Prescott caught left side. It's Beckham.
Complete.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Carson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. It's a keeper with Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Justin Tucker lining up for the
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On second down, a run with Breida. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Anthony Barr brought him down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That one a first down pickup of 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. 12 yards.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Prescott from the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Kill. 47. You got time right there.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
On the tackle.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
Prescott's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing, Prescott. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills cut into that lead. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Prescott to throw it. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Ain't doing nothing.
All the way in for a Miami touchdown. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
They had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Kill. We're going to 52. We go 46.
Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Complete.
Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bills 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this will be caught by Mooney. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Touchdown.
Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on.
The kick
and it's up and good.
Makes the score Dolphins 49, Bills 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Prescott.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. So that'll back him up 5. They run again with Breida. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20.
26, Mike. 26.
On the option, a handoff to Carson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On third down, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
Mike 51. Mike 51. It's out of time. Yellow. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Watch the pass.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And a Dolphin first down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check the back. Check the back.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. $13 yards remaining on second down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They find some open field here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. First down, Miami.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Rodney McLeod up to make the tackle.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They run with Breida. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Prescott fires one out wide complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.